My good people, I have got to tell you something very important, and it makes me very happy.
Oh, good. We like happy.
And hopefully will help a lot of you, some of you. Chiropractic care.
Oh, yes.
Oh my goodness.
It's amazing.
All right, so where do I begin?
From the beginning.
From the beginning. Do you know that the American Medical Association was sued by the Chiropractic Association?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't do my research on this. I'm going by memory. But that was this is kind of an ongoing thing for, I don't know, 40 years. We're calling them a bunch of quacks essentially for decades, and finally there was an award. The Chiropractic Association won this case. And now, personally, I have suffered with back pain for most of my adult life. And
Because of a car accident.
we think because of a car accident when I was a kid. We got hit from behind 70 miles an hour. We were basically parked. And yeah, nobody woke up. I mean, everybody went to sleep. We woke up in the hospital. That kind of bad accident. Lots of pretty bad injuries, really bad injuries. Anyway, my point is that I dealt with this lower lumbar pain, which I kind of thought I understood. I was told I had a subluxation of the lower spine, and my current chiropractor agrees with that, but I didn't go to chiropractors for years because I went when it started getting bad.
But
and
I told you to.
Yes. It started to affect me in the 80s, late 80s,
Yeah.
early 90s.
Yeah.
And I thought, I need to go to a chiropractor, I guess, because my back really hurts. And so I went and they adjusted my lower back and, did the neck thing and the mid-spine thing. Anyway, I stopped. I didn't do that regularly. I just did it a couple of times. I did it again in the mid-90s, and then
Just to have somebody save you.
yeah. And then I had an episode in like 2000, I don't know, 2, 3, where I kind of dropped to my knees and I rolled over on my back and I couldn't get up. I was outside and I laid there for a while. And then I finally got up and we were moving and ended up walking with a cane.
Oh, man.
It was not good. So
Yeah, that was really bad.
this is just some background to let you know that I have a problem. But the last thing I wanted was to get spinal surgery,
Yeah.
because I always hear about people saying, man,
Don't do it.
I got spinal surgery and now my back is worse than ever.
Yeah.
Don't do it. And it's rough to go through surgery, and then you have to heal from it. And what is so much worse is to be worse than when you started and then have to go through all that crap.
Oh, yeah.
So that was off the table for me. Well, here I am in my 60s now, and I could barely walk. I mean, I could, if I bent over to pet my dog, I would try to get up and couldn't get back up all the way, and I was in pain, and I'd have to go lay down, and as I call it, adjust or crack my back. I would throw my left leg over, my right leg over my left, this way, and I would turn the opposite way and pop my back, just to be able to get a little relief to be able to walk again. It got worse and worse and worse, and it got to where I would feel it go out. And I thought what was happening is my discs were slipping apart, and it's just some weird thing that I needed to correct.
Like, this is the end.
Yeah, and so my daughter went to a chiropractor locally, and I said, who's this I asked her a bunch of questions. I finally went to see this chiropractor. I was so delighted, and one of the things that made me hesitant is you recommended a chiropractor to me about 5 or 6 years ago,
Yeah.
and I swear he had gone to marketing school.
They all go to marketing school.
That's what it seemed like. The guy was full on marketing, like, oh, you need to get this package and you need to do this and you need to buy these bands and this and buy this stuff. And I was so turned off. And all this regimen and x-rays. I didn't want to do x-rays, but he insisted on x-rays. And so I was.
This guy hasn't done X-rays?
No, I walked in and he looked at me. He was like, "Oh, your shoulder's low and your hips jutting out on the left, and this and this." And I said, "I think I have a subluxation of the spine." He said, "Yeah, you do." And he said, "It's in L1 or L2." He could tell exactly what was going on. He said, "Lay down." He started right away. He started fixing me, and here I am beyond hope, hobbling in, and I've been suffering for years. And this guy's like, "Oh yeah, we need to get you back on." He said, and I mentioned surgery. He was like, "Oh no, you don't need surgery.
I'm so glad he said
You do
that.
not need. You're not close to being a candidate for surgery." I said, "You're kidding me." He said, "No." And then he started talking about healing, and I was like, "What?
Healing? Like,
I'm beyond hope.
what?
Like, you can heal this, like, without surgery?" And so basically he illuminated my ignorance in a profoundly nice
profound way.
nice way, humble way, in a humble way. He wasn't trying to. He just was like, "Oh, it's this. This is
gonna
how
be
it is.
fine.
It's going to be fine. I'm going to be able to heal you." And so I went to 4 appointments now, and each time I have gone, it has gotten progressively better.
I want to say 5.
And he said a lot of what he said. What's going on? And I'm gonna give you layman's terms, but he says what your body is doing is overcompensating for things that are happening in your lower spine. It's out of whack. So your brain is sending signals to different parts of your body to tighten up and compensate and turn this way and turn that way. Well, sometimes the data is wrong. It's corrupt, right? And so he's going to relieve all these pressures and realign everything, which he's doing. And right away, I'm starting to feel better. And I couldn't accept it. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, well, this is just coincidence. And I'm like, no, I haven't felt this good in a couple of years.
He's fixing you.
And I'm straight. And Jennifer notices that I'm straighter. And
For sure.
it's just better. And so, but the neck thing scared the hell out of me when he was going. I said, I got to tell you that scares me. And her cousin was a chiropractor. And he adjusted my neck when we were traveling a couple of years ago, and it hurt for a week or so after. And I said, I think what's happening to this doctor, I said, when you adjusted my neck, same thing happened. It was sore for 2 days and now I'm coming back to you. He said, oh, let me hit this pressure point. So he pushes his finger down in here, and I started seeing color auras. It was so painful. He said, it's a pressure point. And I was like, oh God, that hurts. Oh my God, that hurts so bad. He's like, all right, let's see if we can release it. And he says, how about that? And all of a sudden the pain is gone. And I said, thank you. I'm glad you stopped pushing. He said, I haven't stopped pushing. He said, that's the same pressure. He said, it just released.
That's so great.
He said, now try to turn your head. And I turned my head, and I could turn it as far as I've ever been able to turn it. He said, yeah.
Crunchy.
He said it was just lactic acid.
Yeah.
He said, when I adjusted your neck, your body was probably felt that, I don't know how he explained it, but it was like your body sensed a trauma, so it sent out signals to protect the neck and that joint, and everything tensed up in here, in the muscles.
It's like you're working out.
Yeah.
Like lactic acid buildup.
So
Yeah.
what I'm saying is, go to a chiropractor.
What I'm saying is.
If you're suffering, go
Definitely.
to a chiropractor.
Heck yeah.
And if it's not a good chiropractor, go to another one. They're just like
Yeah.
anybody else. You're going to find some good ones and some not so
Yep.
good ones. But this one happens. I treasure this one. This guy.
Ask some friends and they'll.
I might be in love. I don't know.
He's definitely in
He's
love.
so good. I feel so much better. I feel so liberated and relieved. I can
He's
work.
like,
I was.
sorry, Jen, I think I might be in love with
I haven't
him."
been able to work. I haven't been able to they'll pick up my grandkid. I haven't been able to pet my dog, any of this stuff without pain.
Yeah.
And that's so debilitating.
Yeah.
But go to a chiropractor. Don't be afraid. Don't listen to the BS. I know some of you that are my age or our age are still remembering when they
Yeah.
called these people quacks. Well,
Yep.
they won. They beat the AMA, which is the richest organization in this solar system.
Well,
Okay?
no, I'd say the people that provide drugs are the richest.
Well, they're in the medical
Well, yeah, but
establishment.
that make the drugs.
Yeah, they're in that whole matrix. So, anyway, go to a damn go to a chiropractor. Okay?
Pharmaceuticals.
Yeah. And I was stubborn, and what did I say? I just realized that there are intelligent people out there that can help me with things that are troubling me.
Yeah.
And what did you say? No, man, he's in England. You're so right. So
You think you are, but you're not.
that's what I wanted to say. I want to give you hope. I thought I was beyond hope, and I wasn't. And I just had to get back with chiropractic care. And this is not a commercial for anybody. This is just a testament to chiropractic care in general. Give it a try. There's so many people that go in for surgery that all they need is a good adjustment. That's really all they need. And you go through all that hell and misery and possible failure and possible injury, and really all you might have needed was chiropractic care. There are some of you who need surgery. I get that. If it gets to that point, you want several opinions before you do that, I think. But I'll end it here. Thanks for watching. Take care of yourself. Good luck.